After 365 days, here comes the famous word from Fabrizio Romano. Here we go on Mikel Merino. I'm just joking. It's not 365 days, but it took so long. It's been a while since we've been waiting for this. Here we go, but at last, Mikel Merino. Here we go. Those are the famous words of Fabrizio Romano. Welcome back to the channel. It's Eugene Talks Football. Mikel Merino is finally an Arsenal player after Arsenal completed a deal just yesterday for around about 32 million euros, including 5 million euros in add-ons. Let's just say about 33 million pounds in total. But we initially thought, I initially thought it was going to be about around 25 million euros. That's about 17 million pounds. But now everything in total, the total package is about 33 million pounds. No wonder the deal has been dragging on for like forever. But at last, Mikel Merino is an Arsenal player. Now let's talk about Mikel Merino. What does Mikel Merino bring to Arsenal? This is a player, Spain international. He featured in the Euros, though it wasn't a fringe part of the Euro squad, but he played a very important role in the build-up to Spain winning the Euro tournament. So I think we have a serious player on our hands here, in that we have always talking about having a replacement for Granit Xhaka. And since Granit Xhaka left Arsenal, we haven't really had that replacement for him. I think that we have had a perfect replacement for Granit Xhaka on that left position. So what does Mikel Merino bring to Arsenal? Remember, this is a player that once played in England. He played for Newcastle before moving to Real Sociedad, and he has played with Arsenal's captain Martin Odegaard. I think that Martin Odegaard knows him very well. And talk about his height. Arsenal players, and one thing that I can't say so much about this current Arsenal squad is the height, the size of the players. Gone are those days where Arsenal players get bullied every time. I remember, a long time ago where Adebayor came out to say that when he was still playing at Arsenal, that he was the only player that has a physical presence, and that when they meet the likes of Didier Drogba, they get bullied a lot, and that's why they lost a lot of games. That was really pathetic to hear, unfortunately. But today, the case is different. Arsenal players don't get bullied anymore. We are the ones that bully other teams now. So Mikel Merino is another player. I think he's 6'4". He's a player in that mode, big, strong, and that sums up Mikel's knack, Arteta's knack for versatility. He's another versatile player. He can play as a holding midfielder. He can play as an attacking midfielder. He's a player that scores goals going forward. He's a player that gets into tackles, gets in good spaces. Is also very good in the air. What can Mikel Merino not do? Apart from defend, I think he can fill a defensive void. For example, we have a player that is injured. We have so much crisis in that defensive department. I think Mikel Merino can fill a defensive position for Arsenal. So this player is an all-round player. No wonder Mikel Arteta has been waiting patiently for this player. And the good part of it is that this is a player that rejected Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, that plied their trade in Spain, where he's from, and he set his interest solely on Arsenal. Despite the fact that the deal was dragging in for so long, he stayed calm and was waiting patiently for Arsenal. Both David Ornstein and Fabrizio Romano, the transfer experts, kept giving out the news to say that Mikel Merino's deal to Arsenal is not collapsing. It's in good hands. The player is confident, the player is relaxed and is ready to move to Arsenal. The talks are ongoing, but at last, the deal has been agreed between Arsenal and Real Sociedad for the signing of Mikel Merino. I think that in the coming days the medical will be done, but Arsenal, they take forever to announce the deal. So I think it's going to take another 5 years for the deal to be announced by Arsenal. I'm sorry, I'm just joking. So, Arsenal take a whole lot of time to announce deals, So we're used to that. But the thing is, we're happy and excited that Mikel Merino's deal is finally over the line, because we have other transfers that needs to be dealt with. I think every Arsenal fan can agree with me that we are not satisfied solely with just the signing of Mikel Merino and Ricardo Calafiori. People, fans, pundits, opposition fans keep tipping Arsenal as favourites to win the league this season. In my opinion, I disagree. And this sort of tag is going to be of an added pressure on the team, and that is what these teams want. That is what these opposition fans want. It's not as if they'll be happy should Arsenal win the league. They just want to put that unnecessary pressure on Arsenal. So I don't think we are favourites to win the league this season. I still think Man City are favourites, especially with the the return of Gundogan. I think that is not a good thing for Arsenal at all, but we just have to focus on ourselves and look at what Mikel Merino can bring to the Arsenal squad. Now let's look at how Merino is going to be used in this Arsenal team. Thomas Partey is still our first choice holding midfielder. I keep saying this all the time that I don't fancy Declan Rice as a holding midfielder as a 6. Declan Rice is better off. You get the best of Declan Rice when he plays as a midfield 8. That is not to say that he cannot play a defensive midfield role in number 6. But I fancy him more. There's a whole lot of responsibility on Declan Rice. Each time I watch Declan Rice play number 6, I feel for him. I don't feel comfortable. I don't know if it happens with you as well. I don't feel comfortable when Declan Rice plays below 6. He looks to me as an isolated player. Like he can easily get, players can get past him easily. But when he's in the left 8 role, he's a handful, and he services the wide players, the player on the left flank. So for me, I think Thomas Partey is our first choice defensive midfielder, and age is not on Thomas Partey's side. No disrespect to the player, material player, serious player if he's fully fit, when he's fully fit. But I think that there have been speculations about the future of Thomas Partey, whether Arsenal must cash in on him as he's having just 1 year left on his contract. So I think that is the reason why we brought in Mikel Merino, because he can play in that defensive midfield position as well. He's a very dogged player, a no-nonsense player. He lunges into clean tackles. He's massive. He's a handful for attackers. All right. So I think that Mikel Merino will be best suited to that number 6 role. All right. So I think if we have Mikel Merino, Declan Rice, and Odegaard in the midfield, that midfield will be a handful for any team across Europe. Because there'll be so much fluidity. Knowing that Merino is a left-footed player on the left 8 and a left-footed player on the right in Martin Odegaard, who can bust through as a number 10, will be fantastic for Arsenal. I mean, left-footed player in the number 6. I'm talking about Mikel Merino. So it's going to be a very fantastic setup. So I'm not trying to kick Thomas Partey out of the team. I am only giving my analysis of what Merino brings to this Arsenal team. So I think all round he's going to be a very instrumental player for Arsenal, as we're going to be taking these cups, FA Cup and the Carabao Cup, seriously this season. So there will be enough for Mikel Arteta to select, maybe a week that we've played Real Madrid, we've played Merino, Declan Rice, and Odegaard in the midfield against Real Madrid, for example, in the Champions League. And you come to the FA Cup, you can play Thomas Partey, Jorginho, and Nwaneri. So you will not have too much selection headache. So I think that Merino offers a lot for Arsenal. So I think every Arsenal fan is excited for this one, and I just hope that he delivers so much for Arsenal that will lead us to the title potentially. Let's look forward to that. And talking about other transfers, there's still speculation around Edin Nketiah. Talks are still ongoing between Arsenal and Nottingham Forest for Edin Nketiah. It is said, according to David Ornstein, that personal terms have been agreed between the player and the club, and it's only negotiations. Arsenal are holding out for £30 million, and Nottingham Forest are still in negotiation. And the fact that they are still in talks means that they're ready to pay that £30 million, which is going to be a very good deal for Arsenal. And around Ramsdale, there's still talks ongoing because Johan Garcia has agreed personal terms with Arsenal as Aaron Ramsdale's replacement. So it is reported that Johan Garcia is only waiting for Arsenal to sort Aaron Ramsdale's situation out until he makes his move to Arsenal. So that is the situation around this Aaron Ramsdale thing now, because Aaron Ramsdale needs to leave for Johan Garcia to come to Arsenal, as he has already agreed personal terms. So it is very important because we have just a few days till the end of the transfer window. Definitely Aaron Ramsdale is going to be leaving. Southampton are another club looking at Aaron Ramsdale. So talks are still ongoing, but some clubs are, initially looking for a loan deal before they can make it permanent. But let's see what happens. Talks are ongoing for that one. But as soon as anything comes, be sure to get it here on DJ Talks Football. And of course, Reece Nelson is another player that is looking to move away. And what about Jakub Kiwior? News emerged just a few days ago from Florian Plettenberg that Arsenal are interested in Ademola Lookman of Atalanta. For me, I told you on this channel, I don't do ITK. I give you news that is feasible. I already knew about this, that Arsenal will not sign Ademola Lookman. I'm not saying he's a good quality player, fantastic player, netted a hat-trick in the Europa League final, but Arsenal are not interested in Ademola Lookman. They may be interested, but I don't think that they will go for Ademola Lookman. So there were rumors that Arsenal are willing to pay 50 million euros, including Jakub Kiwior, to get Ademola Lookman. Recently, Ademola Lookman is in talks with Atalanta for a new contract. So I don't see that as a substantial news. So that is why I didn't talk about it. So yeah. So Jakub Kiwior is another player that is not going to be a part of Arsenal's future, as he wasn't in Arsenal's first match squad, and I'm not expecting him to be, also be in the match day squad for this one against Aston Villa. So that is the news on transfers so far. What is your thoughts on the comments about Johan Garcia? Do you think it's going to be a perfect replacement for Aaron Ramsdale? Should Arsenal get a move for him? Let us know in the comments, people. And are you excited about Merino? What do you think Mikel Merino brings to Arsenal? Share your thoughts in the comments, people. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to YouTube Talks Football. Thank you very much for being a part of the show. See you once again.